Welcome to Hill Country Happenings News Moments. The schools of Myrtle, West Union, and East Union are all receiving new security measures. They received a new set of doors that are glass and have metal, and this will keep visitors from just walking into the area. This acts as a barrier between the students and faculty and visitors that might come up. Visitors will now have to state their business to be let into the schools. Superintendent Ken Basil stated that he hopes this gives parents a sense of security while their children are at the school. Now, Ingomar recently did renovations to their school and they added some security measures, but he stated that they will be adding more security measures to Ingomar School also. Construction on Coulter Drive is underway. The city is in the works of widening Coulter Drive into a 3-lane road so that it'll have a turn lane in the center of it to kind of ease the traffic flow that's through there. Coulter Drive has seen an expansion of businesses in the last year or two, and this brings more people to that area. We've got the Hampton Inn, we've got Cracker Barrel. Rowan Dentistry has added a larger building, and this brings more people to them. There's also the movie reel that's down there, and a church, and a few more businesses that people are interested in coming to, and this road expansion is a great idea. The rain delay has put the project off for a little while, but now construction crews are well underway. They started laying the first culverts this week. The voters of Myrtle elected 2 new aldermen this week, Mac McDaniel and Cynthia Parks. There were others that qualified to run, but there were only 3 that received votes. With there only being 3 being voted on, the top 2 got the spot. We look forward to seeing what they will do for the town of Myrtle. As most of you know, last year, USA Today named New Albany America's best small southern town. And we learned this week that New Albany has received another reward. Now this one is from House Beautiful magazine for the most beautiful small town in Mississippi. We don't know the criteria that was used to select New Albany, but the other towns that were chosen were Gatlinburg, Tennessee, Eureka Springs, Arkansas, and Mooresville, Alabama. How nice that New Albany was recognized. Thank you for joining us here today on Hill Country Happenings News Moments. Please follow us on Facebook and Instagram. You can also go to our YouTube channel and subscribe. That way you don't miss any of our original programming. We do have some more original programming coming up in August too that we're very excited about. More to come on that. If you can't watch us on Max South TV 99, you can also watch us online on our website at hillcountrynetwork.net. We live stream so you can take us anywhere with you. And we hope you have a wonderful week.
Bell pepper leaves that big.
Wow.
I mean, that's huge, you know. And that's hail damage.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we had winds come through yesterday, and it just kind of whooped up on everything, you know. So it's I haven't been out here for just a little while working. But you don't. When you get a little piece of grass that blows up in here, you just pull it out.
That's so cool.
And that's it.
What is this material?
Ground cover. When I remodeled my building inside, I built trusses and everything in there. I cleaned everything out and set it out here. And I just put new stuff in. I said, well, I got it. So I put new stuff in. This is the third crop in them bags. You don't change it. At the end of the crop, you just cut everything off, discard it, plant back in them next spring. And like I say, the bags are 32 cents a piece. The pine bark mulch is like $3 at Lowe's. This came from Lowe's. And a 3 cubic foot bag will fill up 3 bags. So it's just not, it's economical. And I found a feeding system that you can buy for $15. Like this plant right here, for instance, okay? Here's the top of it. It comes out of this bag right there.
As you can see, the pollinators are at work taking care of the plants and making sure that they get pollinated correctly. This was a fascinating visit for us because of the containers that were used and the way that the plants were growing. As you can see, mixing the plant food and the fertilizer and the water to such a perfection, Mr. Jack has got this down and has got some beautiful, beautiful plants. Miss Sandra is using a pollinator to pollinate the tomatoes. The bumblebees pollinate by flapping their wings, and this device imitates that action.
Hey man, how you doing? All right. I'm headed out tonight. I'm taking a dusty road. Follow the river of dreams, don't care where it goes. I've been saying I was gonna do it for such a long, long time. So tonight I'm laying it down. I'm putting it all on the line. And it don't matter what I'm saying, just as long as I am there. Life can be so frustrating, yeah. I don't have a care. Yeah, if I'm feeling inside, I'm gonna let it fly. Take me to the highest place, I'll jump off before I die. And I've been searching, searching, searching for dang near all my life. But it was right in front of me, and now I realize it don't matter what I'm saying.
Hi everyone, I'm Cindy with Hill Country Network. Thank you for watching Cindy Incidentally. And today I'm introducing a new show that we're having, the Pat and Alan Show with Alan Kouser and Pat Hancock. Pat Hancock. And tell me how long you've been singing together.
Forever. We started going to church with each other at Beulah Baptist and started singing there 30 years ago.
Yeah, probably 30 years ago, yeah.
30 years ago. Wow. So do you have any favorite songs?
We like all the songs. I'm partial to gospel songs more, but we've gotten into some of the country songs, and And I really like them too, some of the older songs.
Okay, how about you, Pat?
I like the gospel. I like a little bit of rhythm and blues, even in my gospel. I do like doing the older rock and roll or easy listening songs, but I do so enjoy doing the gospel music too.
Okay. Tell the viewers like what they will see on your show. Like what type of music are you going to sing? And
We plan to open up each show with a gospel song, and probably we will be doing most of our gospel songs as a duet. We will also have some oldies but goodies, some blues, some, again, easy listening, whatever anybody wants. If they write in or call in, we'll try to do that.
Yeah, I like some of the 50s and 60s songs, and as you can tell from what we've already sung, and I like the Marty Robbins type stuff. I like the Ricky Nelson. Elvis. I got to get my hair dyed a little bit if I'm going to do Elvis, but got not enough hair left there. But I like all those songs. Yeah.
yeah, good. Well, they've been recording here today, and they're wonderful. We have really enjoyed it, and we can't wait for you guys to see them. And it's going to be on Friday nights at 7 o'clock on Hill Country Network. Thank you guys for doing the show, and thank you for talking with me today.
Thank you.
You're
we
welcome.
enjoyed it.
Good. And I'm Cindy for Hill Country Network.
Okay, we're at the farmers market in downtown New Albany, and we're so happy to have Kenny Brown with us today. Hey, Kenny.
Hey, how you doing?
Well, your music adds a lot of spark to the setting down here. I appreciate what you do.
Well, good.
Yeah.
Glad you like it.
How long have you been playing?
Oh, I just turned 65, and I think I got my first guitar when I was 9,
Wow.
something like that, and I started playing after that. I was kind of a slow learner, though. So. Yeah, so I know I started playing when I was 10, at least.
Yeah. Are you self-taught?
No. I took a few guitar lessons, and they were trying to teach me how to read music and all. And that wasn't going too good, so I quit doing that. And then an old black man moved in next door to me, and I started going over to his house every day. And he, instead of trying to teach me to read music, he said, "Hit it like this, boy," And I started going to his house every day. We became best friends, and
That's awesome.
where I went every morning and every afternoon.
Yeah. So you felt it.
Yeah,
You couldn't read it, but you could feel it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's the only way I played, by feeling.
Yeah.
And I had a lot of people show me a lot of stuff.
So you've been playing since you were 10. When did you start playing professionally?
Oh, I guess all along, from the time I was in my 20s, to till now, but it was kind of slow. I, did construction work for years, play on the weekends, or a lot of times it, wasn't to make any money. It was just because I loved it so much.
Yeah.
And then in the 90s, I got to where I could make a living doing it.
So you do this full time?
Well, I guess you could call it full time. That's what I do for money.
Yeah, that's good. So, did someone give you the guitar when you were 9?
No, actually, the first one that I got back when I was a kid, you could get comic books, and on the back of these comic books, you could order seeds like flower seeds
Yeah.
and garden seeds.
Uh-huh.
And if you sold so many seeds, you get different prizes. So my brother and I ordered seeds, and we got on our bicycles. We lived in Nesbitt, Mississippi.
Yeah.
And we rode all around the community selling seeds. And I think my brother got a BB gun, and I got a guitar. It was a little plastic guitar, but it would tune up, and it came with a little book and stuff.
And that's when you started.
That's when I started trying to learn to play.
That's
And then
awesome.
a little later, my mom bought me a guitar similar to the one I'm playing today.
What is that? It's
That's
beautiful.
an old Guild from 1955.
Wow.
And the one that my mom bought me was just like that without electricity. You know. But it wasn't a Guild, it was a K, I think.
So you kind of a sentimental guy?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Well, so like, do you play so many times a week or?
No, not really. You know, like, well, a week ago, 2 weeks ago, I went to France, spent a week there, played with a French band and did a solo show.
Wow.
Then I came back, and then Friday I left and drove up to Pennsylvania, played a show there, and came back Monday. And then I'm down here, and then I'm playing Memphis Saturday night.
Where do you play in Memphis?
Playing at Blues on the Bluff for Weevil Radio. There's at the Ornamental Metal Museum.
Yeah.
Right there on the river.
Very
on the
cool.
Bluff, yeah. And I go to New Orleans and sometimes places like Detroit or Minneapolis or different places.
So
Clarksdale a lot.
do people contact you through social media, or do you have a agent? Or?
Well, my wife does my booking, and she mostly just answers the phone, you know. And people will contact us through Facebook or, you know, have my number. I'm on the artist roster with the Arts Commission here in Mississippi, and get contacted that way, you know. I do things in schools sometime, go and talk to the kids and show them, you know, about playing and stuff sometimes.
Could you imagine this life when you were 9 years old?
No, no, I never thought I'd ever make a living doing it, you know, like,
Isn't that something?
because when I was playing blues, you know, back when I was 15, 16, nobody wanted to hear that. You
Yeah.
know, everybody was into the Beatles and the Rolling Stones and all that stuff, you know, which actually one of the songs I played earlier, the Rolling Stones recorded, it was written by Mississippi Fred McDowell. And, so, you know, those people over there were in the blues more than the people here, I think, you know, but then, you know, in the 60s, there were some blues festival kind of blues revivals going on, and then in the 70s, I don't know what they were doing in the 70s, you know, what music, but, and then, you know, the country music was popular for, you
Disco.
know,
Disco was in the
and you couldn't
70s.
get a gig, you know.
Yeah.
I played out in juke joints, you know, out in the country, you know, with
That's so cool,
with
though.
black people, you know, but
You were
he wasn't
accepted.
making any money, hardly. It usually cost me some money to go do it, you know. Might make $10 or something.
Yeah,
you
by
know,
the time.
If you were lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what you learned was worth so much more.
Oh, yeah.
Playing with
yeah,
those
I
people.
mean, if I hadn't met the people that I met growing up, I mean, I guess it was destiny, because if I hadn't met those people, I wouldn't be doing this now, you know. And
Now it's the place to be, the
Yeah.
thing to do.
like Joe Calicut just moved in next door to me. I mean, you know, closer than the dollar store there to my house, you know.
Oh,
He started teaching me, and then after he died, met Johnny Woods, harmonica player, and played with him. And then I met R.L. Burnside and played with him, and a bunch of other different kids.
oh,
you know.
Kenny. What a great life.
Yeah, I can't complain.
That's awesome.
I love it. You know, I've got some land out in the country, and I grow garden and
Yeah,
raise bees and different stuff like that.
it's a good life.
Then just, you know, play when I can.
That's awesome. Well, I sure appreciate what you do.
Thank
My my husband's a musician. He plays in the Paul Rainey band.
you. Yeah.
He plays the bass, and,
Oh, cool.
and he got me a guitar for Christmas, I think it
Yeah.
was. I used to play a little bit,
Yeah.
and he got me a Baby Martin because my
Uh-huh.
hands are so small. I have a and we have more fun at night,
Yeah.
just jamming. And he teaches me. He tries to teach me stuff,
Yeah.
but my fingers don't want to move.
I hear you. Well, if you hold it in your hand long enough, you'll learn how
That's
to
what
do
he
something
said.
with
He
it.
started when he was young,
Yeah.
and he said he'd fall asleep with his guitar.
Yeah.
And
My
yeah,
godson used to, even when he'd go to the toilet, he'd take his guitar.
that's what you got to do.
Yeah, you hold it in your hands, you'll learn how to play it. You know, I don't practice very much anymore. I need to probably, you know, but
No,
I don't.
you do. You sound great. So you have written some original stuff.
Yeah. I think I wrote every song I wrote in like a 2-week period. I just got up every morning and that's what I did, was worked on writing songs. The first week didn't do much, and then the second week, I think at the end of the week, I had 10 songs written, you know. But it's kind of like I read somewhere one time that Elvis never did write any songs because there were so many good songs, and there are, you know, there's so many songs.
Yeah. Well, and then
Even
you
the ones
you
I
put
wrote,
your,
I very seldom even play them.
Yeah. Well, you put your own spin on other people's.
Yeah. That's
Well,
true.
Mary Jennifer and I went to hear Charlie Musselwhite
Yeah.
and Ben Harper.
Yeah. Where were they at?
We were in New York
Oh, yeah.
in some little bitty venue. It was
Yeah,
fabulous. The only down part was we had to stand up the whole time.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
he was fabulous.
I bet they were. I met both of them. I mean, Charlie I've met several times, and Ben, we did a show with him once back years ago.
He seems like a really genuinely nice
He was a
young
real
man.
nice guy. I've heard some different stories about, but I think it was the girl he was with that gave him some trouble or
Yeah.
something once.
Probably. It's always a woman. That's how you get your best songs, isn't it? Well, I sure do appreciate you, and we always look forward to you being here. And
Oh, thank you.